It's been a long year, but I'm finally back. This chapter is by request from one of you, Talprobot7. Today, we're covering the latest chapter of Snake Immortal. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to continue from where I left off, so I'm jumping straight into the newest chapter. Thanks for sticking around and supporting me after all this time. Now, let's get into this week's chapter. Is this the end? Battered and broken with no true key energy left, he can only watch the massive attack descending. He wonders if the heavens have decided his end is here. This is it. The strike comes down, but just before impact, something intercepts it with a deafening boom. Dust explodes everywhere. What just saved him? How did we get here? Let's rewind and find out. We now see Xuanyangzi's mirror image questions how he would rate the artifact he's made of. But Xuanyangzi realizes it has its own intelligence and questions the clone on who he is. The clone comments that he's his heart demon. Xuanyangzi is confused hearing that. He thinks about how this could have happened, and knows this could only happen when demons enter the body. He questions if it was the time he formed his core when it happened. But just then he realizes that the Sky Demon mirror artifact that made the clone is actually an extraterrestrial demon. The demon attacks with another skill, 8-point spell Snake Palm, seeing as Xuanyangzi was still confused and not replying to him. Xuanyangzi did not expect this and blocks, using his own skill to protect himself. He launches a devastating Wind Thunder Palm, but his opponent counters with the exact same move, the energies canceling each other out in a violent explosion. Xuanyangzi grits his teeth, realizing that fighting a mirror image of himself is a massive pain, as every move he makes is perfectly predicted. Xuanyangzi is confused. Why is he getting pushed back from fighting himself? The protagonist, battered from the battle, knows that he has exhausted his true ki, and his meridians and bones are hurt badly. He knows he can't do much right now. On the bright side, the clone has the upper hand. The Heart Demon clone summons the Primordial Cauldron, hurling the artifact forward to trap Xuanyangzi inside a prison of green light. He knows this is only a temporary fix, and if Xuanyangzi gets stuck in the cauldron's field, he'll never be able to turn the situation around. Xuanyangzi sees this, knows this cannot happen, but can't stop it in time. But an energy attack hits the Primordial Cauldron. The Heart Demon questions who interfered. Xuanyangzi breathes a sigh of relief, but the protagonist is now in a panic. Another core formation cultivator has arrived, and he knows now that the chances of survival are low. The new presence is a rogue cultivator who descends with a confident smirk. He is Han Te, a notorious bounty hunter. Han sarcastically mocks him, commenting that Xuanyangzi is in big trouble. The protagonist's mind recalls Xuanyangzi sending a jade pendant during his fight earlier. Han looks around and comments that there are many snake catcher disciples who have fallen in this battle. But Xuanyangzi ignores Han and demands that Han deal with the protagonist. But Han is not happy and questions if that's how you ask for help. He says he came on a request, but he will agree for a price. Xuanyangzi throws a bag for payment and comments that the protagonist is almost finished and is an early Foundation establishment beast. Han can easily get rid of it and demands he gets to work right away. Han just stands there and comments that Xuanyangzi doesn't seem grateful at all. He states that Xuanyangzi is misunderstanding something. The payment just now was to save his life, which he has done. If he wants more done, he needs to pay more. Furious but helpless, Xuanyangzi throws another bag through the air. Han catches it and comments that if he wants help with the Heart Demon clone, he will have to pay him again. Xuanyangzi throws another bag to help with the clone, but comments that if Han was not known for his speed, he would not have hired him. Gotta respect Han. Dude knows what he wants and how to get it, or he's just scamming everyone. Honestly, probably both. Now pleased with the payment, thanks Xuanyangzi and uses a skill aimed at the protagonist, commenting that he will deal with the snake right now. The Heart Demon clone tries to stop the attack, but now Xuanyangzi and Han attack the clone. Han comments on how he does things for money, while Xuanyangzi comments that the clone tried to save the protagonist, but forgot to protect himself as the clone gets sent away. Looking up, the protagonist watches the attack come for him and thinks that this might be his end. The strike is about to land when a colossal trunk wreathed in fire intercepts the attack with a deafening boom. Xuanyangzi looks on in fear while Han is surprised and comments that it's a core formation demon. The dust settles to reveal a mountain-sized elephant standing guard. Many elephants surround the protagonist to help him. Jin, his eyes glowing with power, declares that anyone who dares to touch his benefactor will face the wrath of the elephant tribe. The protagonist, now safe, is surprised that man Jin had broken through and formed his core. He breathes a sigh of relief and thinks he can finally rest. Jin states that it was thanks to the pill the protagonist gave that allowed him to grow. He tells him not to be afraid now that he's arrived. No one can touch him now. He dares anyone to try. Xuan Yangzi watches while Han comments that there is no amount of money he can give to help with this. He knows to retreat, commenting that a wise man knows when to leave. He comments that he will meet Xuan Yangzi again later. Xuan Yangzi curses at him as he watches him leave. He knows this is no longer a winning situation and goes to leave, but the clone also sees him trying to leave and gives chase. Man Jin, annoyed, screams out that he did not say he could leave, but he knows he's too slow, and Xuan Yangzi gets away easily. Looking back at the battle, Mo Chou, Liu Fei, Hua Yuntian, Su Bei, Wang Ping. In the battle that took place in 10,000 Snake Valley, over 100 snake-catcher disciples have lost their lives. Xuan Yangzi lost 5 of his disciples, and the elder Kui Yuan fell also. Jin calls out that all the snakes are bowing their heads toward him. They recognize him as the new Snake King. The protagonist, battered and bruised, thinks about the old Snake King and about the story he told him. He thinks he might have achieved it. He closes his eyes as Jin calls out to him, questioning if he's okay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like. It really helps me out.